touchdown, football, tackle, kickoff, sack, quarterback sack, do the Indy shuffle, touchdown, 2-point conversion, touchdown, kickoff, touchdown, onside kick, Monday morning football.
All right, welcome to the official kickoff of Monday Morning Football. This is week 1, episode 2, technically, the little intro episode. But now we're in full force. The first week of the official NFL season is in the books. And we're going to get going and let you know what happened, why it happened, and how it couldn't have happened. Or in other words, what these losing teams could have done to have turned things around, made things a little better for themselves, maybe come out of there with a little W instead of an L. So, hey, let's get right into it. Let's start with the first game this week. We got, the Chiefs and the Patriots. Chiefs took this one 42-27. If I'm the Patriots, I mean, it's not rocket science, all right? I'm throwing more touchdowns. That's all there is to it. You got that ball in your hand. Why aren't you throwing more touchdowns? Get it into the air. Get it into one of your guys' hands. Maybe a bunch of times get it in different guys' hands, Throw it out there. Do some long bombs. Get that ball in the end zone. Give some more touchdowns. Maybe you don't come out on the losing end. What do you think about that? What do you think about that, Patriots? What do you think about that? All right, next up we got the Panthers and the 49ers. Panthers took this one 23-3, and I gotta say, if I'm the 49ers, I'm getting sacked less times. I'm looking at the stats here. Oh boy, I lost it on the thing. This is, by the way, a little peek behind the curtain, a little inside baseball, or I guess inside football here. I'm doing this all live to tape. I enjoy, geez Louise, my phone's buzzing. You can probably hear that in the background. I enjoy doing like an actual radio show. I come from a radio background, and I figure what's better than keeping all your mistakes right here? I mean, all these teams made mistakes, and they can't cover them up. Why should I be able to cover up my own mistakes? So that's what's going to happen. I can't find on this spreadsheet now. There's so many things on here that I can't find how many times. Oh, there it is. 4 sacks. That's ridiculous. Come on, 49ers. Get it together. Get sacked fewer times, and maybe you can throw more long bombs, get those touchdowns.
Are you ready for some football?
All right, next up we got the Seahawks and the Packers. Packers win this one 17-9. Listen, if I'm the Seahawks, I'm throwing the ball for more yards, all right? Packers threw for, they got a total of 370 yards. Seahawks, 225 yards. I mean, come on. Look at the math. Maybe run more plays too, Packers, they ran 74 plays. Seahawks, 48. That's measly number of plays. I'm running more plays. I'm getting more yards. It's pretty simple. I mean, I don't know why I'm not on the field, or at least on the sidelines, telling these guys what to do. All right, we got the Colts and the Rammies, the little Rammies. Rammies took this one 46-9. I mean, Colts, come on, you gotta get more first downs. They only had 10 first downs the whole game. Meanwhile, the Rams, 19 first downs. And I mean, here's the deal: you get more first downs, that lets you get more yards and more touchdowns. Duh! It's not that complicated. It's not that complex. That's really what they got to work on in week 2 and beyond. I mean, they want to win more games the whole season, not just week 2. They got to get more first downs more often. Or if they don't want to get first downs all the time, maybe just drop back, do a little Hail Mary, throw some long bombs, get touchdowns right on the first down, and you don't have to worry about it. So yeah, just take that into consideration, Colts. Maybe try and get some more first downs next time.
Are you ready for some football?
All right, we got the Eagles in Washington. Eagles 30-17. They win this one. Here's the hot take. I don't care. Change your name. You got a racist, stupid name. Change your football team's name. That's the only advice I'm going to give you until you change your name. Raiders and the Titans. Raiders take this one 26-16. Hey, Titans, if I'm you, I'm doing more tackles, all right? I'm grabbing a guy, I'm throwing him on the ground, I'm just getting more tackles. You got to stop that offense. I mean, that's where you're going to lose points, you know? I mean, you don't technically lose points. The other team just gets more points. But if you're not tackling and you're not stopping that offense, you're going to be in trouble. That's really all there is to it. All right, Jaguars, or Jaguars, if you're from Europe, which I don't know if you are, you're listening to this, you're like, what's this football he's talking about? This is not the football I'm used to. Oh, must be talking about American football. And I am. I'm not talking about soccer. I don't watch that. It's, field's real big. There's a lot of guys on it. It's real confusing, and it just goes on and on. I don't understand how the clock runs at the end, and they just add more and more time. It's confusing. So this is much more simple for me to understand. So let's see. Jaguars and the Texans, 29-7. I mean, Texans, come on. I just moved to Austin this year. Got a nice little house in Austin. I wouldn't classify myself as a Texan yet. I've only lived here for about 6 months, and I don't want to brand myself as a true blue Texan with only, less than a year under my belt. But geez, Texans, you gotta hold on to the ball, okay? 4 turnovers, 3 fumblies, 1 intercepty. You gotta keep that ball on your own team, all right? Stop fumbling. Don't throw it into somebody else's hands. It's sad that I got to even explain that to you, but just keep that in mind next week. All right, guys?
Are you ready for some football?
We got the Cardinals and the Lions here. Lions take this one 35-23. Cardinals, come on. You got to throw fewer intercepties. 3 of them. You threw 3 intercepties. Now, I know there's a lot going on the field, but you guys don't even wear the same colors. So there can't be that much confusion. You know you're not throwing it to one of the dudes on your own team because they're wearing a different color palette altogether. Throw less interceptions. Throw it to guys on your own team. That way they can run it in to the proper end zone and, score a touchdown. Get some TDs. Get some points on the board. All right, Steelers and Browns. Steelers take this one 21-18. Here's the hot tip for the Browns. Keep your head up. You're perfect. I love you. You don't need to change anything. Just work a little harder, and maybe let's get 2 wins this season instead of 1, all right?
Are you ready for some football?
Ravens and the Bengals. Ravens take this one 20-0. All right, guys, listen. Bengals, if I'm your QB, I'm telling the team, you got to score more points than 0. You're never going to win a game if you score 0 points. That's just not how it works. I mean, at least do a field goal, and maybe while you're at it, think about stopping the offense on the other team. You want to keep them from scoring points as much as you want to score points of your own. All right, Falcons and the Bears. Falcons win here 23-17. Bears, you gotta pass that ball. I mean, they only threw, they got 176 passing yards in this game. The Falcons, 308. That's, let's do the math here. That's a little less than double. I'm no mathematician, but that's less than double, but it's almost double. I mean, that's embarrassing. You gotta pass the ball more often. And hey, maybe you just get Ditka back too. All right, we got the Jets and the Bills, 21-12 here. Bills take it. Jets, I gotta say, don't let the other team get so many yards, all right? Because yards lead to points, and points lead to the other team having more points than you. 408 total yards the Bills had here to the Jets, 214. Now, we just had a math lesson. This one I know for sure is not double. But darn near close. So Jets, just keep it in the back of your mind, even maybe the front of your mind, so it's closer to the action zone in your brain. Stop the other team from getting so many yards. All right, and finally we got that big old Sunday night game just wrapped up. We got the Giants and the Cowboys. 19-3, Cowboys take this one. Giants, you got to get some rushing yards every once in a while. I mean, I'm looking at the stats here. 35 yards rushing for the Giants. Cowboys, 129. Now that's well over double. We don't even need to think about the math here. We know that that's at least double and then some. I'm not confident enough to say that that's triple. Can't do the math on the fly right now. But it's a big, big difference. So Giants, rush that ball. Get it down the field. You got to keep that other team guessing. I know you like to throw. You're throwing some bombs. But, if you're always throwing the ball, the other team's always expecting you to throw the ball. Maybe take a step back. Hand that thing off to somebody, get that egg in somebody's hand, let them run it down the field a few yards, maybe get it in the end zone, get some touchdowns.
Are you ready for some football?
All right, baby, that was week 1 here in the NFL. That's the National Football League, and this was Monday Morning Football. Hope you enjoyed the show. Next week, I'll be back with another episode. Not only will I be covering the week 2 games, but I'll be covering the games Monday night too. And letting you know how those teams could have turned it around and maybe turned that big old goose egg into a big old, I guess, a 1? I don't know what the opposite of the goose egg is on the chart when is it X's and O's? I don't know. I'll let you know how those teams could have won. All right, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. We're here on Monday Morning Football.
Thanks for listening, and thanks to Purple Planet for the music. Join us next time on Monday Morning Football.